Back in Week 12, the Cowboys dominated their first matchup against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. Prescott on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 7 yards, the pickup there. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 13 carries, 52 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and
touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got it with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 3 catches, 58 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott running left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Outright completes it to Jarwin. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Powerful running. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Smith here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's complete to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hardman to return. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
That's it, baby.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Shifts past him at the 45, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson.
A triumph for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. This to Jarwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, it's Watson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Elliott.
136 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well, really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely, just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Watson.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So he had to... fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A giant hole up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A second down throw for Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Takes it at the 7.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Cowboys 11-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and